how everything started, it was a very rough journey. We all aspire to different startup ecosystems. Everybody's looking to Silicon Valley, to the ecosystem in Boulder, Colorado, to New York ecosystem, to the Israeli ecosystem, and all they have different genesis. And the one in Bulgaria is very interesting. Before coming to this event, I haven't thought about how everything started, because being into the ecosystem, you don't make account of these things. But everything started a long time ago. During the Soviet bloc times, Bulgaria was the Silicon Valley of the whole socialist system. All the R&D, all the technology was done in Bulgaria. And after the changes, what happened is that everything crashed and there was a free fall. Like some of you guys experienced that came with a plane on Thursday. Somebody complained there was a free fall of some of the planes. So everything collapsed. There was a big brain drain. Almost 1.5 million people left Bulgaria, and most of these people were very skillful people. They went to the US, to Western Europe, and everything had to start again. I mean, the whole country, we had an economic crisis, everything started from zero. So it was like the restart of the whole ecosystem. And everybody now looking retrospectively, everybody started without thinking about it, started with the startup culture to rebuild the place. So the whole software engineering industry started again with outsourcing, which was the low level. Then it's very quickly got to BPO outsourcing destination, I mean business processing. And in the beginning of 2002, the government started a deliberate policy of positioning Bulgaria as a place where you have a lot of skilled talent, and a lot of companies, big companies, global technology leaders started establishing their presence in Bulgaria. SAP Labs acquired a Bulgarian company and they established their second R&D center in the world after Germany. HP established themselves here. VMware bought a Bulgarian company and they established one of the biggest development centers there. Ubisoft established themselves here. So a lot of companies, Microsoft as well, a lot of companies came to Bulgaria. And what happened is that all these Bulgarian engineers, they starting from outsourcing. They moved through BPO, through on the upper hill of more highly skilled services. So they actually gradually they reached to the level where they started producing and exporting products, real products. If in the beginning all the revenues were 100% services, like now we have 60% coming from products and R&D, and remaining is services. And this was a natural development, and we start having the first global leaders. I mean, we have good examples are Telerik, that received a huge investment from Summit. They have 10 offices on 3 continents, and they're on the way for their IPO on NASDAQ. So, and this was a natural development, and then we had the startup bug, which started like 2008, 2009. A lot of initiatives started in Bulgaria, which are aimed at developing entrepreneurship and startups. And everything was developing, but there was a need for a spark. And this spark actually, appeared last year when finally the Jeremy program, which is a joint effort of the Bulgarian government and the European Investment Fund, there was a pool of 200 million euro that was allocated equity instruments for the entrepreneurs in Bulgaria. And out of that, only 21 million euro is for startups.